what would you say was the main difference between your outlook on economic issues and the governor's outlook, the current governor?
Well, I was, my policies required tight budget controls. Again, we slashed expenses by 20%. And in his case, he expanded their 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 budget significantly. When the market and the rating agencies reacted negatively, instead of sitting down with the market players and with the rating agencies and going over the details in a transparent way, he actually said he would sue them. This is 2 years ago, and things didn't go well. As a result of a number of decisions that were made, and all I can say is that I wish things were different. But elections have bring about changes. In this case, it was a dramatic change in public policy at the moment where we were moving in the right direction, but we were not out of the woods yet. Actually, I'll go even further. In the last 10 years, the economy has been in negative territory all along, except in a 1.5 year period of time, 2011 and 2012. In the last 30 months, the economy has tanked. So again, fiscal policy also has an effect on economic results.
Mm-hmm. And when you see what's going on right now, what runs through your mind? Like when you saw the recent story about the debt situation. I know the election was 2 years ago, but kind of what runs through your mind when you see that?
Well, again, the election was 30 months ago. Actually, more so than that. The change in government was 30 months ago. The election was 32 months ago. I only wish things were different because this could have been avoided. And my family live down there, so I wish them well. But I am deeply concerned and with the situation, and I only hope that they will get out of this one.
You have incumbents that were in similar situations like you. You're going to have presidential candidates in similar situations where, they're the ones out there talking about fiscal restraint, spending restraint, and, cutting things, cutting programs, rolling things back. How do you make that a positive message when running against another candidate who's all about spending more and giving more in terms of new programs and more spending? And how do you, make that a positive message?
Well, the way I see it is that what you do is you talk about pro-growth policies and optimism and opportunity, and the fact that when you open up the market, you open up the economy, there's opportunity for everyone. When you close it off, you lose out in the process.
Mm-hmm. So if you use the pro-growth policies and you talk about that
And
aspect.
opportunity, I think is the key here.
Mm-hmm. In the Republican race right now, what do you see, right now and going forward as the main issues in the race? Ones that have you most concerned and ones that you think maybe the public will be most concerned about in terms of the next election?
Well, I believe the public is most concerned about the economy on the one hand and national security on the other.
Mm-hmm.
I believe those are the two main issues.
Mm-hmm. And is there any candidate right now in the race that you want to hear more from that you think could be, a good nominee for the Republicans?
I am supporting Jeb Bush, but I believe we have other excellent candidates as well. I can give you some examples. Governor Scott Walker, Senator Marco Rubio, Senator Rand Paul. So we have others that are I believe will be also strong candidates moving forward. But I am supporting Governor Jeb Bush.
Okay, what drew you to Jeb Bush over somebody like a Marco Rubio, for example.
Again, Senator Rubio is an excellent candidate, as I just mentioned, but the 8 years of executive experience that Governor Bush had, first, he governed as truly a conservative governor. The economy grew at a faster pace than any other economy in the country, creating over 1 million jobs. So I believe the world requires America's leadership, and he showed that he could provide it. But by the same token, I must say that I don't want to take anything away from. There are a few other candidates that I just mentioned that if my candidate is not selected, I believe that we will be able to prevail in an election because the alternative will not be as attractive.